Hey y'all, Miss Primary 33, and I'm back with another video. And it's been a while, too long of a while, being honest. But the thing is, I recorded this video already. I feel like the video is too long for what it is, so I'm re-recording it to try and shorten it up. And long story short, with this fragrance, I got it, I'll say about a month and a half ago, and I did the video about however long this video was, maybe the previous video was maybe a month ago, and I didn't know whether or not this was real or fake. I got it from Marshall's and I was unsure about it. Was looking around trying to make sure that I didn't buy anything that wasn't what it was, and talked to the manager, and she was like, well, if you're not pleased with it, you can bring it back as long as it's still halfway full. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. But after a while, and after a bunch of not being sure and everything else, I was like, I'm pretty sure this is real. One, it's not a place that, like, they do sell stuff that's not real, and not necessarily that, but like clones and all that, but pretty sure this is what it's supposed to be. And with that being said, today I got XO Orientica Xclusif Oud Bleu. And if you don't know what this is, I will list off the notes and then I'll let you know. So the notes are, well, and on their website, the notes are bergamot, lavender, green apple, mandarin, and pepper. And on Fragrantica, the notes for the original is apple, lavender, bergamot, and mandarin orange. But I have kept this box, one, because I like the presentation of it, but I don't think I'm gonna keep it. That smell that went down now, but at first it wasn't really the best or most inviting smells, and then it also came with this bag, and I'm a fan of presentation. I like how bottles look. That hasn't went into my collection as of right now. But some stuff like the bottle, and then if it smells good, then it's a get for me, because it's like, dang, that's a nice looking bottle. But nonetheless, let me open this up for you guys. And if you haven't figured it out, then whatever. But this is a clone of Parfums de Marly, Layton. So I do have a sample of Layton, but I'm not gonna spray this because it's 2 to 3 more sprays, and I plan on wearing this again for the next event or date night that I have. And I'll tell you right now, just on Tuesday, I actually wore both of them. So I wore this one spray on my chest, and I put the Layton on both of my arms. And I can say that the Orientica, my girlfriend could tell that this, or she like smelled it and it was like, something smells good. I was like, okay, let her smell orange. She's like, no. Then smell close to my chest. That's it. So off rip, this is a bit stronger, probably at the moment or within the beginning. But if someone was to ask, it was pretty strong, and like just pulling the top off, kind of caught a whiff of it right there. But I know I'm looking a little, I'm not gonna lie, today was a long day. I took a nap before I recorded this, so that's kind of what it is. It's late-ish right now. No pun intended. So that's kind of what it is. But I can also say, as far as performance is concerned, that yes, at the beginning it's definitely pretty loud, so you won't have any problems with that if that's what you're worried about. But also the next day, so we went to the movies around 7 p.m. And I was clean, of course, so I was clean, went to the movies, came out, and by the time I got ready to go to sleep, 10 something, 11, so about 4 hours difference. I was still smelling, of course, like on my chest, and not like, oh, let me, more like, oh, I'm still like not having to try and look for it to smell it or nothing like that. Like still could smell it easily. I mean, I can still smell Layton easily too for the most part, but this, of course, being right under my nose is beating that out. And the next day, on Wednesday, I was in the midst of working out after work, and I was in the gym, and I'm like, I came in, I'm starting my workout, you know, warm up or whatever, and I came in, you know, warming up, and I'm like, somebody's wearing something, and crazy enough, I was smelling myself, but also I was smelling I thought I was smelling one of the ladies in the gym. And I think I was, because I think she had on something, but it was different from what I was smelling originally. Like I smelled her, and then I was like, oh wait, that's me that I'm smelling still. So that's almost a 24-hour span. Once I started to like heat up, warm up, because I'm warming up and everything, starting to break a sweat. And I was like, that's kind of crazy. So if you're thinking about performance, even at that range, even though I'm pretty sure it's not a full 24 hours, it might have just like, however, even though I didn't spray too much, I feel like, you know, I wouldn't be worried about it. So I'm gonna say to give it a range, and to say that it's not gonna be like how that was. Maybe that was, I don't think it was a fluke, but I'm gonna say 8+ hours. Maybe, like I said, at the 4 hours after the movies, I could still smell it. Woke up, maybe I wasn't thinking about it, went nose blind to it, but I bet you probably by the time I woke up, it was probably still smellable, and then maybe that was just me having some sort of weird thought and just like still smelling it. But I feel like 8 hours plus would be a good range for me to say that it's gonna last. But back to the notes. So the notes on their website, Orientica's, their middle notes, because I read the top notes, the middle notes are violet, jasmine, geranium, cardamom, and then the base is patchouli, sandalwood, gaiac wood, vanilla, and musk. And what I'm gonna say is that it's definitely close, but I feel like this is sweeter. And I'm finna spray this on this test strip right now too, so I can give y'all, because when I redo this video, it's definitely sweeter to me. Like, for sure sweeter. And I don't think I could shake it. I'm like, yeah, sweeter. The pepper up top, I can tell, and I feel like it's not as mentholic as the actual Layton. And like good, but not good at the same time, because I can honestly say that's one of those things, like it's so different that it's like, oh, like it's one of those things that you kind of look forward to, but I'm not saying that it's gone in the Orientica. So I mean, if you want something that is similar, I definitely feel like this is pretty good quality too. I caught it for a steal. Like, it ended up being $30 at Marshall's, but looking online, a lot of places charge, I believe, 40 or 45, and I'm not paying 45 for it. So I caught a steal, and I'm happy about it. And it's an extrait de parfum concentration, so it, like I'm saying, it's strong. It definitely is strong. Let's see if y'all can see that. Yep. So, like I said, if somebody is interested, I'm not gonna lie, this is the first time I bought a clone knowing it's a clone technically on purpose. So I'm not mad at it at all. Like, smelling it, the pepper. Now, I can honestly say that menthol smell, that spice, I'm not able to, with my nose, I'm not able to get a lot of the fruit, like the mandarin, the green apple. Now, the lavender, I feel like I'm able to smell, but like the mandarin, the green apple, the bergamot, I'm not really able to smell it. And thing is, I for Sweetie's Day, my girl took me to a place to make like a fragrance, and I'm gonna do a video on that. I'll probably do a short. And I was able to smell like a thing of like synthetic sandalwood, and I was like, not like, but now I feel like I have a better understanding of what sandalwood smells like, which is cool. Excuse me. And I think that's helping, like, as far as me doing videos, that's gonna help me as far as like trying to describe that smell that I'm getting to. Like right now, I feel like it's pepper, menthol, like what I feel like I'm getting is like the mentholic, not fully vapor rub, but like that type of, open up the pores, but also it's a little sweet. Like the vanilla, I actually kind of feel like I'm catching a little bit of vanilla in it. And I feel like before doing that, like fragrance class or trying to make me a fragrance, I can smell it, but I don't think I was able to smell it and describe it as well as I am going to and like am now. So I feel like that's helped a nice bit. And compared to compared to Fragrantica, for what the middle notes and the base notes of Layton are supposed to be, they're saying geranium, violet, and jasmine as the middle notes, and the base notes vanilla, cardamom, sandalwood, pepper at the base, guaiac wood, and patchouli. And I wonder, I'm actually about to look this up while I'm doing this with y'all. What does patchouli technically, like I said, I smelt a nice bit of stuff when I was doing the fragrance, but some of that like was super synthetic, and I was like, it's killing it. Like an essential oil, to say you go to Bath and Body Works, I feel like it was like, ooh, yeah, like that type of smell. Is some of the things were, and I kind of wasn't feeling like it was the sandalwood. Like I wasn't messing. No, I don't think it was sandalwood, but it was something I just was not messing with. Something that I feel like I like in like actual fragrance, but too strong, too synthetic. And not to say that synthetic is bad, but more so like how that smelled. No, couldn't do it at all. It's a flowering plant. Patchouli grows in well extends period after water. I'm trying to see what they say that it's supposed to like smell like or whatever. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it. I think as I go over to smell more stuff, I get better with it. But I'm gonna say that for the money and what I caught it for, if you catch it for that, if you want something that's like Layton, now I'll be honest, I'm gonna try and get another sample of Layton as well. But for me, I don't want to buy a full bottle of Layton, even being able to get it cheaper than retail, because I like it, and I definitely feel like I liked it enough to want to get a sample of it. First off, I don't have a sample of a lot of stuff. I have a lot of samples, but I'm not out here getting samples or trying to get every bottle. I want stuff that I like, and I liked it enough to want a sample. I want to get another sample, but I don't like it enough to want to get a full bottle. And the fact that my girl liked this on date night and like could tell and was like, ooh, that smells really good, that's perfect for me. And on the scale of a clone, I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. And by itself, I'd probably say, crazy enough, yeah, by itself, like 8.5, 8.75, because like I said, I like it. This isn't like my one-on-one like smell choices, but definitely I like it, and I like it enough to want to get this bottle, and I'm glad that I got the bottle. Crap, I didn't want to then if you can see this, that's how thick the oil is. How this wasn't on this at first, that's how thick that oil is. So it definitely is strong. It's really straight to perform, and I'm going to get a nice bit of wear, because now it's fall, it's getting colder, and it's going to be a lot of time to try and wear this. Or I'm going to try and like day nights, a couple of other stuff like cold. Definitely want to wear this, because in the cold, you can definitely get this in the air, and I enjoyed it. But I'm now at the point to where I was trying to get this video to be, because at first this video was like a 20-minute video, now it's at 15. So with that being said, if you all did enjoy this, please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will catch y'all later. Mr. Powerman 33, and I'm out.